Hello guys, this is my plant of the year video. I meant to do this just before New Year, but I'm doing it now. This is the Monardella Macrantha or Marian Sampson Coyote mint. And the reason why this plant is my plant of the year, it's because of its bloom. This plant started to bloom almost immediately after I planted it, and it has just been blooming non-stop. And I've made a sort of like a video journal just to show you what it has been looking like ever since I planted it. Another reason why this plant is the plant of the year is due to its gothic colors. Look at those bright scarlet flowers and the dark burgundy maroon bracts. It is just very stunning, and the dark green foliage. From far it looks like fire coming out of the ground. Very appropriate for the Gothic garden of Usher. And also it reminds me of the colors of Portugal, and it reminds me of the Portuguese flag. So when I'm looking at this plant, it reminds me of my Portuguese friends and the memories that I have of that country. This plant also has a divine aroma. However, you could only smell it if you touch it or if you water it. Other than that, you don't smell it much unless you're very close to it. And this is another different video, and as you can see here, it is still blooming, and it also deadheads itself. I do not have to deadhead this plant ever, so it just keeps blooming and blooming and blooming. And I'm not really sure what the activity with hummingbirds is, because since this plant is right in the front garden, I really can't see it from the window, so I'm not sure how much hummingbird activity it has or what other insects visit this plant. I'm sure a lot. I'm sure it's a busy plant. This plant is quite small. I think the height is maybe 1 foot, and the width is maybe 2 feet. I'm sure you can get a little bit bigger than that, but it's a very small plant. It's perfect for small gardens. It requires a fast draining soil, and it doesn't require a lot of water once it's established, and it is also good for a rock garden. The only negative aspect to this plant is that it is short-lived. However, I think the showiness and the constant supply of blooms makes up for that. And the good thing about it being short-lived is that you can always plant something else there if you don't like it, but I think I'll keep planting this as much as I can. And lastly, the labels do say that this plant does well in pots, but based on my experience, it doesn't. I did put one in a pot and it looks miserable. It doesn't look happy at all. And this is the final video that I took. I took this part of the video yesterday. This is what it's looking like right now. And as you can see, it has put on a little bit of more growth. It's wider. I love how it's growing around through the pebbles. I might add just a few more pebbles there. If you have a small garden and are looking for a very generous plant that is very flamboyant, this plant is for you. Okay, I wish everybody a happy new year and a very successful gardening year for everyone.